Boom! Greetings, everyone. Frank,
We're back.
large up. Uh, give
Yes.
thanks a lot for your presence here. It's always an honor to receive you and do that review of PT's book. How are you today?
Vibing, yeah, feeling positive. The sun is shining. It's a chilly weather out here though. So Fahrenheit, it was like 12 degrees earlier or something like that. So.
Yeah, up here too in
Better
Quebec,
catch up.
it's quite cold. It's winter, so.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the winter are not so bad now here, so it's not that bad. Actually, it's not much snow too. There's barely a trace of snow on the ground, so it's very. I could go on my bike if I want, but it's just very cold.
Right.
It's not evident when it's cold on the bike. So, Frank, today we're gonna start with for the hell of it. I think that's where we were, eh?
Yes.
I think so.
Let me
I
just.
don't
Oh, here we go.
remember doing this one.
Yeah, yeah, that's where we start today. Mhm.
Yeah, Meneur ou Malmeneur, we did.
Mhm.
Did
Yes.
we?
Yeah. We ended with a notice
Okay, yeah, because I have my thing in the page, so I'm like, you should
marker.
be
Yeah.
the mark. And that's it. My microphone is back working. Video camera too. Yesterday, I'm very sorry. Sorry is a sorry word. Maybe I don't know if I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize for not having the mic and the camera set up. I will try to be more top of my stuff. I changed browser now. Maybe it's going to be. We'll see. So, Frank, I'll let you start for the hell of it.
Yes, for the hell of it. What can be done for the beings who have created a hell on this beautiful earth and called that hell beautiful? They show no desire to get out of it, no matter how diseased they get or how polluted everything else gets. This is unprecedented in the history of this multiverse. This kind of situation has never arisen before, where beings want pain and torture for the hell of it, no gain coming of it for body, mind, or soul. Of course, they would have to be stopped before they destroyed the planet completely. They surely want mind being quarantined into some concrete hells where they won't mind spending this and the rest of their lives.
Pour l'enfer, que c'est? So I read the French, like I say all the time, just, I don't know, to hear my voice in French.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. No, it's just for others are going to benefit from it too.
Yes.
So, pour l'enfer, que c'est? Que peur? Que peut-il être fait? Sorry, des fois, sometimes French is kind of hard to read too. Give me a chance. So, que peut-il être fait pour les êtres qui ont créé un enfer sur cette jolie terre et appellent cet enfer joli? Ils ne montrent aucun désir d'en sortir, peu importe combien de maladies ils attrapent ou à quel point tout le reste devient pollué. C'est sans précédent dans l'histoire de ce multivers. Ce genre de situation n'est jamais survenu avant, où les êtres veulent de la douleur, de la torture pour l'enfer que c'est. Pas de bénéfice n'en ressort pour le corps, l'esprit ou l'âme. Bien sûr, ils devront être arrêtés avant qu'ils détruisent complètement la planète. Cela ne les dérangera sûrement pas d'être mis en quarantaine dans des enfers de béton, là où cela ne les dérangera pas de passer cette vie et le reste de leur vie. And this is exactly what's happening in front of my house. There's a complex, I call it Clutter Village. And that's what they do now. They build clutter villages, and everyone is on top of each other in concrete structure on very unfractal buildings.
Right.
And I find it so you have to be completely. Look, I was a bit desensitized coming in a building here, but at least I have a backyard, a bit of space to resource myself with the earth. Like when you live in a 4.5 with no yard, nothing, just a little. I know it's the case of many, but maybe, and I know some people that's all they have, and that's okay. And I'm not judging anyone here.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the way we build buildings. Just
Mhm.
sometimes we're so dead asleep that we don't even realize what we're going through. Just like the food we eat, we don't even realize the bad food we eat. So we
Yeah.
don't realize the unfractal building we're building. Even sometimes we're building it ourselves.
Yeah.
Completely unaware of the science of material and stuff and what kind of material I could use. No, there's wood, that's fine. Like, it seems like when there's 2x4s involved, everything's fine. What's this? We
Right.
don't even think of the concrete in the ground and stuff, but also concrete on your floor. Sometimes there's concrete everywhere. So
Mhm.
yes, I think sometimes people don't, because of the so desensitized to nature, gone so unnatural, that for them it's not a big deal to spend their whole life in a concrete hell, in a concrete jungle, which is sad because there is nature out there that we can connect with. We can also build in harmony with nature, but it's not
Yeah.
the mindset of the whole. Definitely, we're into clutter villages. So, and you're going to see more and more because it's all going to be like that. They do
Mhm.
not want people to have a tree on their freaking property. Come on, the tree. Come on, the nature. All right, come
Right.
on. So let's put concrete or some unfractal nonsense that goes with it.
Yeah.
But I find everyone, first of all, everyone should have access to a piece of land coming here on earth. Like, it's on lease from the divine, but at least can you lease me one?
Right.
Like, okay, it's on lease, but there's
Mhm.
nothing to lease. Like, it's all taken by a corporation and stuff, and it's
Mhm.
very hard to establish yourself in nature today. And even if you go in the wood and start building something and tear down the place and make yourself a house in the wood, they will come and get you out. Like,
Yeah.
they will find you. They will find you and find a law or something in the book that
Uh-huh.
can get you out of your wood and your unless maybe I think maybe if you go in Alaska up there, even in the most remote location, they will come and kick you out.
Yeah. Right.
It's so
You
sick.
gotta live with the
It's
bears.
so sick. They're gonna find something to make you unnatural. So I think, yeah, pour l'enfer que c'est, aucun désir d'en sortir, peu importe combien de maladies ils attrapent et à quel point tout le reste devient pollué. And no matter how much disease you get from that, like very often also when you get sick all the time, you get a cold or a flu or something like that, it's not
Right.
very normal. Like, it's not a normal thing to be sick. Like, we're human, we're supposed to have a super build up immune system that we fight the pathogen and stuff.
Right.
But if you're on fucking Fruit Loops and Diet Pepsi, you won't fight much pathogen in there. So put good food into your body, but that goes with the rest. Once you start putting good food and vibrant food,
Hmm.
oh, clarity will come now. Now,
Oh, that's a
no
good.
more toxicity, parasite out and stuff.
Yeah.
So then you become more enlightened. For sure, there's nothing inside your body to prevent that oil ascension or whatever it is. I don't know. I haven't been inside my body to tell you there's an oil ascension. But there seems to be something happening within me because I'm a bit different than I was vibrational state 15 years ago. Like, I've been
Right.
here for 10 years on YouTube now. But before that, my vibrational state was maybe not at the same level that it is today. I was always up and in with life and very vibrant on reggae music and shit. And yeah, I get that. But it's the vibrational state that gets affected. And then you live in the dark. You live on hiding and stuff. Like, why do we hide? Why are we in fear? Like, I don't even get that today. Before, I used to process all that stuff, but today I see no use of using fear to no. So often also the fact that they live in clutter villages like this is out of fear because those people will probably not go live in a remote location alone because often they feel secure with other muggles around,
Right.
because and they don't feel ashamed because other people do it. Like, if you go live in a clutter village, you don't feel ashamed. Everyone does it. Like, there's 39 units in front, all cluttered in front of each other.
Hmm.
But they're okay. They all do it. So you see, the whole collective thinking is not towards shame. It's really shameless. of everything that we do. And
That's
there was
it,
a
right?
show. There was even a show, I think, on Netflix called Shameless. And I had people telling me, "Oh, have you watched this? It's so freaking good." I'm like, "Are you fucking nuts?" Like I've watched maybe 5 minutes of it, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" So you see, people, but I like to do this often to get the state of mind also of others and to observe. It's an observation, and I realize that we're gone very, very shameless about a lot of stuff. Mostly everything that is not coherent with human being a good human and what to do here on earth. The rest is all you should be ashamed of it. Like, you should be ashamed of not doing the divine work. I'm sorry, but you should
I
be.
mean, that's why we're here. It's
That's why we're here. Like, what? You're here to watch TV and go work and collect a paycheck, and then not only that, you get a paycheck, you waste it on nonsense. So you have wasted your time. And that's one thing I told my son. It's okay, you go to work, but save your money for project later, for building yourself up so you don't live paycheck by paycheck. I said, that's not a life. You want to be free in your mind. So building that kind of security inside is important, because if not, you cannot think properly when you live paycheck to paycheck and you dilapidate your money in so much nonsense food. Like, it's okay, like, make money, but go buy organic food, proper food to put in inside your body, and then that's an investment. It's not the same. Now you invest your money. Don't invest in stock market and all kinds of nonsense. Invest into your body. That's what I do. You should see the money I spent and stuff, man. The mushroom extract and stuff. Like, I never thought I would have done it before, but now, because I realize that this is priority number one.
Yeah.
I don't have health. I'm not even here on YouTube. So I got to take care of myself. I realize that. And that's how I want to pass the message to inspire to take care of yourself. That's priority number one. If you don't realize that, what else are you going to realize here? It's the first thing you have to realize, and it's the ultimate knowledge you can acquire. What, you're going to spend your whole life in distraction? Because that's what they want to do, distract you from not taking care of your body. And the more you hurt yourself, the more the system will love you. So beware.
Yes.
Frank, go on. I'm done. Go on.
Yes. Yeah, the P has something that he says. He says, like, it was early on in the days when I was listening to him talk, and he was kind of bringing some awareness around the importance of words that you use and how you speak. And he says, saying a phrase like doing something for the hell of it. What are you going to get? If you're doing things for the hell of it, you're going to get the hell. That's what you're going to get. If you're just, living mindlessly and you're just doing things nonsensically, then you're going to get the hell of it. So I appreciate P being able to kind of like connect the dots between just like our common phrases that we may say and how they affect the reality that we create in our own lives, our consciousness. And because it's important for us to, and you Yannick, are very aware of and wanting to refine your speech and what you say and the words that you use. They're important, like we hear P talk about, the words that you speak, you cast a spell, and that spell, is part of the formula that creates your life, and so when we refine our speech, we can cast better spells for well-being, for aligning with the divine force, for aligning with the earth, and trying to live a harmonious life with nature and the elements. But here there's so much that has been done in the name of modernity that they call beautiful. But if you actually could put on your what's the name of that movie where they put on the glasses and they see the
they live.
If you put on your they live glasses, then you could see these things that have been done in the name of modernity, actually, like how disruptive they are, to our own biology, to the energetic frequencies of the earth and stuff like that. Then you would say, "Ooh, this is actually not so beautiful You know, they want to live like they look like they're inside a computer and have everything white and be like an Apple, you know, you know, whatever that kind of like style or thing is. But yeah, just coming back to this thing, it's like we have to, you know, find what is like a sense of purpose and things that make sense, you know, because if we're doing things that are not going to be supportive of our health, of our well-being, if we're doing things that, you know, we're continuously, like P is talking about here, polluting things, and we're getting diseased, but we're not looking back as to like, wait, like, why is this happening? Like, there's got to be something wrong with the actions that I'm taking that's like making this my reality. Either I'm getting sick, or the things around me aren't working out, or becoming uglified with all sorts of junk and toxicity, pollution. You have to start taking the hell out of your actions and working toward like more like aspiring toward like a heavenly state, you know? And so that is the work that we're doing in this life, in this world, so that, I mean, overall, it's so we can enjoy like a more pleasant present, but also after this life, because we're all going to journey on beyond this body. You know, what we do here is also going to set the stage for like what divine thinks that we're ready for next. You know, if we can show that we want to take care of ourselves, and show that we want to work for well-being, and show that we want to work for like a more harmonious and positive life, then divine's going to look at that and say, all right, well, we'll put this being in a place where they're ready to continue working for something better, you know? So the idea of being able to go to higher realms works in that formula, you know. That's how the Vedic perspective looks at it. So, like,
I think also, I like what you said, but I think also like the divine is going to give you test. Okay, he's not going to give you nothing on a silver platter. You will be tested. Okay, your patience will be tested. Your strength will be tested. I had a huge accident happening to me. I broke my leg and everything. I think that was the test. That was the test to see if I was strong enough to go through this shit. And I did. I came out victorious. I came out like more positive than ever. So I think he will put test on your path. So if something happens to you that it's not exactly the way you want it, just go through it. It's a test. Like you're being tested for greatness. And I've been given a chance to do this great work, but I think they know I'm strong enough, and they know I will not give up, and they know your state of mind. The divine can tap into each and every one of us because it's inside us. So probably the thoughts that we project also goes into the ether. That's another topic, the power of the ether. But there is something definitely, you're not separate from the source. And I'm pretty sure if they chose a certain amount of people here on earth to do the work, it's because they know they're ready for it. But if you ask for something, if you ask for whatever, you're going to be tested. It's not going to come to you in a click. So,
no, the longevity and like, it's like, okay, it's not only about starting to implement things in the short term, but you'll be tested. Like, how consistent can you be with like making the right decision? Because like, you can do it by yourself maybe, but can you do it around other people? Can you do it around your family? Or can you do it around groups? And it's not like you have to push your ideas on anybody else, but can you stay in your center? You know, can you stay true to what you know your values are, you know, in the midst of like all this video game that's going on around us, of like all the manipulation that's going on, all the influence and all this kind of stuff? What can you stay in the center through all that, you know, and consistently over a long period of time, your life, you know? And then what P says here, you know, so like what can be done to the beings who've created a hell on this earth? And then in the end, he says, you know, surely they'll have to be stopped before they destroy the planet completely. Surely they won't mind being quarantined into some concrete hells where they won't mind spending this and the rest of their lives. So like you say, a clutter, what would you call it?
Clutter village, clutter villages.
And they're talking about all the smart cities they want to put up or whatever, like clutter village of like
clutter villages all on top of each other, stuck together. They build 6 buildings, one behind each other, side by side. So the one in the middle, what the fuck does he see as sunlight?
Yeah,
like there's not even sunlight.
Like, cut yourself off from nature completely.
I don't get it. Anyway, I don't get it. I don't even want to talk about it because it's so nonsense. And the guy that did it, his name is Bob, and I call him Bob the Destroyer, not Bob the Builder. So, even the name goes with it. He's Bob the Destroyer, but I heard there was Bob the Builder as a cartoon or something. So,
okay, right.
Destroyer, because that's what they do. They destroy nature also by doing these stuff. It's really this to me. Why not? And who owns the air exactly? So why don't you build it up instead of higher and take less space and stuff? I don't know. That's why they build skyscraper, to minimize the space you occupy on the land. Build it up. If you want to build a clutter village, build it way up, not spread it. Anyway, I don't get it. A lot of things on this earth I don't really understand, but I don't think I should spend time also trying to figure out other people's state of mind, because it's so in the dark sometimes that you don't see anything that you're doing that is detrimental to you and the environment. So only 2 kinds, hopefully they find their way one day. I wish the best for everyone to find their way. I'm not here to curse them and keep them in the dark. That's why I'm here to share light and love and stuff, so we all collectively maybe realize what we're involved in. But we'll see. Time will tell. Next one is only 2 kinds. So I'll let you go on with this one.
Yes. Only 2 kinds. Despite all the race and creeds on show here, the fact is that there are only 2 kinds of beings here. One, who are ready to live in harmony with earth and divine and care about their soul evolution. The other are those who don't mind creating hell here and are going to one afterwards. They are ready to lose their soul for the sake of ignorance and anti-divine stances. Only one kind will inherit the earth, the kind.
Yeah, it's good. But as soon as you said that, I started to laugh because Perfect Gizmani has a song and I really like it. It's Stoner for Life. And he says, there's only 2 kinds of people on this earth. Marijuana smokers and the one who should smoke marijuana. So it made me think of that right away. But no, honestly, there's something else than the weed for sure.
Right.
Something I enjoy, definitely, but Ganja Man, did you see that the Blackout J did? Wow. A lot more music coming. I'm telling you, I'm on fire. So we will produce a lot more. So seulement 2 sortes. Seulement 2 sortes, malgré toutes les races et tous les credos en scène ici. Le fait qu'il y a seulement 2 sortes d'êtres ici. Une qui est prête à vivre en harmonie avec la terre et le divin et se soucie de son évolution. L'autre sont ceux qui ne se dérangent pas de créer un enfer ici et d'aller dans un autre après. Ils sont prêts à perdre leur âme pour l'intérêt de l'ignorance et de point de vue anti-divin. Seulement un type héritera la terre, le type gentil. Of course. It's all about kindness. That's why I come here, speak with serenity and kindness. Always. I will never derail my train from the kindness. It's all about the kindness and the niceness and stuff. But it's true that there is 2 kind of people here. Okay, the one who wants to evolve and the one that doesn't want to evolve and don't care creating hell around them. And you have to be aware that they exist, those people. Like they are around, and that's mostly what you're going to see around. So if you're enlightened and you have the light shining and stuff, beware that most people will want to extinguish your light often, also because they are in the dark. So they want to extinguish your candle. So I think you should stay really focused on your mission, and keep sharing the love. Keep sharing the love, the knowledge. There's a guy on Facebook, Uram Karam. I don't remember his name. Anyway, I would have to find it. And I commented yesterday. I said, keep sharing, bro. Keep sharing. That's it. Keep sharing the knowledge on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Keep sharing, even if you might not, touch the world, the whole world, but my voice will reach a certain amount of people, and your voice, Frank, and PT's voice. And so it's all about the message and as long as you are on the side of evolution and you want to evolve, I wouldn't be worried about the word that's coming out of your mouth, because it's going to be automatic mindset switch inside of you the moment you are willing to evolve. All the rest will come to you. The words you need to know, the stuff you need to know, the people you need to meet. The divine will send everything your way, but in due time. Not when you're in that proper state of mind, everything will come. The knowledge you need to know, the people you need to meet, everything. I truly know that it happened to me. So so the moment I started to embrace evolution more than devolution, everything changed. Everything changed. It's the reason why you are in the dark is because you keep that state of mind. It's only a state of mind. Be happy for others' success. Be happy for what other people do in their life also. Like, don't project negativity onto others. That's a reflection of yourself. So stay on the light. Stay in the positivity. And your soul is the light. What the heck do you want the soul to be? Now we're talking about mind, body, soul, all kinds of stuff. But we don't even know what it is. The soul is your light. Soul, soleil. Look at the sun in the sky. Does he produce light? Yeah. So you have that same light. So it's your soul. So the reason why they have captured your soul is because you're in the dark. Simple. It's very, very simple. It doesn't need to be very complicated for us to understand. When it gets too creational, complicated, we can't even understand anyway. So talking about soul often is hard to grasp the idea. What is the soul? What is the mind? What is the body? We know we're in the body. That's pretty clear to me. The body is the body, but the soul is like, okay, what are you talking about? The soul. Like they have captured, because you're in the dark. You not shine light. You don't shine love. You shine you might not shine the 8. I don't want to say people shine 8 because they think they are good people doing good. And most often they think about love, but the love is not often the real true love. It's lust. Often it's lust and lower vibrational state of love. When I talk about love, it's love for higher and divine. It's love for this earth. It's love for the people. It's love for everything, for evolution, for everything. So it's big, but it's possible to embrace it also and let go of the non-evolution state. I'm not saying you're going to get there from one day to another. But like I said, you will be tested. You will be, like, to move out of hell, it's not just overnight. You got to do the work, and you really have to embrace the light and the love of this world. We live in love and grace. I see it because that's how I live now. I might not have seen it before because I was more in the dark, not shining anything, not speaking out, not doing work for this world. And so once you switch that mindset to evolution, boom, everything will come to you if you are in the proper mindset. But like you said, the divine doesn't deal with clowns. He's not going to take clowns on his ship. Serious business here. It's life. It's serious business. So he's going to take the one that are serious on his ship. I'm sorry, I am. So I'm with Captain the PT all the way, definitely, because PT has a great ship, and for sure, you can build your own too. But as you progress towards evolution, you might as well get onto someone else's ship because someone else has done the work before you, and already evolving. So to match your vibration with someone else, like I do with you, PT, and everyone else, helps me to evolve also. Like you
Yeah.
cannot think you're gonna do this on your own. It could happen, but it's gonna take a lot more time, maybe more than one lifetime on your own.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right.
That's it. So joining your forces with others is critical. It's to evolve and also to have different perspective.
Yeah.
Good to talk with others. They give you their. That's why I do that Truman show. It's
And it matches the Aquarian energy. The Aquarius is about groups. It's about group because groups can accomplish more than just the individual. You know, individuals work on themselves and then they come together in a group of coherent people with a similar vision and idea of wanting to live in harmony and positivity and take care of themselves and really like refine their consciousness and refine their behavior and their attitudes, all coming together as a group. You can make things happen, you know, and you can make a lot of progress and work. So that it fits that, you know.
Just look at what the Babylonians are doing, and they are in group. As far as I'm concerned, they're not one person alone. It's a group. It's a brotherhood and secret societies, and it's all group. And that's how you build strength. So we're going to do the same. We're doing the same, building a group of evolving people. So, that's why you have to speak out, because then you're going to bring more people on your ship, and it's not the sinking ship. If you go on the Babylon ship, it's a sinking ship. We're talking about a strong ship here, really not the kind of ship that they build in Babylon. So it's very strong, and we can, each one of us, get onto the ship, bring even more strength to the ship. Mm-hmm. So it's all about building a strong ship so we can conquer the tumultuous waters out there. Babylon waters are very, very rocky, and it's up and down and stuff. So we want to have a smooth ride, on a strong ship. So definitely we need more people on board of the ship with that same mindset of evolution. Mm-hmm. And I think we can. We're doing the work. And listen, it's happening in real time right here on YouTube. So the rest of the world eventually will pick up the pace. It's monkey see, monkey do. So it's evolving, and we're sending the vibe out there. And look, I do not, maybe because we see the world as we are too. So I see this world very positive, very evolving, because I see it. So it's, again, the mindset. It's change it, and you change everything in your life.
Yeah. And it's the best life, you know. Really, like, the evolving life is so much fun. I mean, it does take work, it takes effort, it takes some discipline. You have to like be continuous with it. But like when you really start to be able to like breathe and just like open to the magic of like what divine is offering us, we have a chance to do the works, to like unite with something beyond us every single day. I mean, that's we have to make that walk.
I think the fear factor might play a role also in people not coming out of the dark. It's fear also, like what people gonna think of you and blah blah blah. Like the fear is.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of different like societal or family or different types of pressures that are like, oh, well, if you do this, then, you know, you won't be one of us. Or no, that's not really true. You know, like you can still exist, you know, amongst all of that. And it's not like you have to, you know, reject every single person in your life who hasn't decided to do that. You know, it's not like that. It's just like, okay, the whole thing, like P said, you know, the first tenet, or one of the first tenets, is like live and let live. People, you're going to be how you're going to be, you know. But for myself, for oneself, I want to make that choice. I want to be this kind, because P says there's only two kinds. I want to be the kind that is ready to work, to live in harmony with earth and divine. I want to care about myself. I want to care about my well-being. And, you know, I love, like, food first is a really great way to go about it too, because it seems like, everybody can enjoy some good food, you know. Something that makes you feel good, it tastes good, it smells good, it just gets you some good energy, you know. And it's a gift from the earth too, so it just like puts that gratitude in you where you can be grateful for receiving that energy and that nourishment every day. So that's, that's what I want for myself, and we all have to start there. I'm kind of like swirling in like, a vision of bliss of all the great things that come with evolution. But yeah, like starting with food is a great way to connect with people, to like, because sometimes people can be a little bit closed off, like you said, about like making certain lifestyle changes. And obviously, everybody is allowed to do what they want with their free will. Now you are going to get consequences for what you decide to do, and those can be either more pleasant or less, depending on what you decide. But there are certain base points that we as beings, as people who are living inside of human bodies on Earth, there's common pleasures that we can all appreciate, love, and enjoy, and doing things that is really going to be healthy to the body and healthy to our senses and stuff like that. It's going to be pleasurable, and who doesn't like to experience pleasure and happiness? And so that is a natural product of what happens when we start working on ourselves, when we start working on our evolution. Yeah, you want to say?
We have it inverted though, because we think pleasure is pain and pain is pleasure. But the real pleasure is in evolution. It's not in evolution, but now moi j'appelle ça en français des imbéciles heureux. Okay, on est tous des imbéciles heureux, je vais te dire bien franchement. C'est jusqu'à temps qu'on se réveille. Là. Until we wake up, we're all happy imbecile.
Right.
It's rough, but that's what it is. It's reality, because until you decide to let go of that imbecility that you're in, you will never embrace light and love and non-fear, because the only reason why you're exactly trapped, it's just because that you don't embrace the light and the love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like P was saying here, the kind of situation has never arisen before, as in the P-log before, where beings want pain and torture for the hell of it, and you're not even getting anything out of it, There's all these different, slapping contests that are happening these days, like stupid stuff. Really, like the age of, I don't know if anybody's seen that movie Idiocracy, but we're really kind of in living those times, actually, which is so silly. But and like P says, in the end, as things move forward, because we are in a change of age and we are in a transformational time, we're in a time in which the power is going to be changing hands. And like P says, only one kind will inherit the earth. And that's the kind who really wants to utilize this place for what it was meant for, and not for the absurd destruction, the imbecile, infantile kind of way.
We're all a bunch of babies. Look at the stuff people do with their days. Like, days, because you're in a daze. Like, it's sick, man. The nonsense people content create out there and stuff, and even in real life, the stuff they do in the street and in the bars and getting drunks and like acting like babies, like like teenagers, whatever. Of course, I wasn't drinking alcohol as a baby. Not saying that. But like, it's really in an infant state. We're so distracted, and the one that create distraction are the ones that are distracted. The ones that are evolving will create less distraction, less and more evolution.
Focus on the right thing. Helps you to focus on, hey, this is what we're here for. Speak the truth. Eat the things that are natural.
Try not to say a single lie during a day. Try not to lie. Try not to lie to yourself and to others, and see how your life changes. Yeah. And I told that to my wife recently. She was into something and she was involving lies. I was like, why are you lying, Kim? Why do you lie? Don't lie and see it. And she came and see me at night. She said, I reversed my thinking. I told them the truth. I said, you're much better. Try not to lie, and just that, and your life will change, and not lie to yourself. And for that, you need to get some knowledge also of what is lies, what is deception, what is truth, what is reality. But once you can decipher what is good or not, or bad or good, or whatever, you're going to make sense of everything. Nothing can stop that. You have a brain just like me and Frank and everyone else that see crystal clear. I see crystal clear in their program. Crystal clear. And I'm here to really help these wonderful people of the earth to see clear too. So yeah, definitely. Light, love. Always.
Yeah.
No, for sure. The other one is the real president, I think. It's a good timing, eh?
I know. I thought this was so fun that the whole Trump inauguration is happening today. And then now, so we can actually, before that happens, because it's supposed to happen at 12 o'clock apparently, which is in about an hour, we can address, this topic here that P is writing on. The real president. With their limited / twisted perceptions and disconnected from nature sensibilities, they, in brackets, the people of this planet, can elect who they want as their president, or prime resident of their arbitrarily cut pieces of land called countries. But the real president of the whole earth, who can set real precedents, would always be what the wind and sea and rain and trees and the elementals and the earth and the sun and the stars and the universe and the multiverse elects. This election is based upon the divinity / fractality within. No rigging possible, as the results are impossible to fake. It follows multiversal natural laws, not contrived, absurd structures of society / government, or whims and fancies of mind-programmed mass zombies. If the people of this planet choose to ignore or not align with this real president, they can forget about peace, happiness, and prepare for ...
Yeah. Le vrai président, comme Frank dit, c'est un... J'étais pas au courant qu'il y avait une inauguration d'un président aux États-Unis. Moi, j'ai pas la TV. I don't have TV, so I didn't know, but I'm glad you tell me it's a good timing with the Babylonian forces. So, yeah. Le vrai président, avec leur perception limitée, tordue, et leur déconnexion de la sensibilité naturelle, les gens de cette planète, peuvent élire qui ils veulent comme leur résident ou résident primaire dans leur bout de terre coupé arbitrairement appelé pays. Mais le vrai président de la terre entière qui peut mettre en place de vrais précédents sera toujours ce que le vent, la mer, la pluie, les arbres et les élémentaires, et la terre, et le soleil, et les étoiles, et l'univers, et le multivers élisent. It's not about Babylonian election. It's nature election.
Yes.
Cette élection est basée sur la divinité fractalité intérieure. Pas d'agrément possible. Vu que les résultats sont impossibles à mimer, cela suit les lois naturelles multiverselles. Pas les structures absurdes arrangées par la société ou le gouvernement. Les caprices et fantaisies des zombies dont l'esprit est programmé en masse. Si les gens de cette planète choisissent d'ignorer et de ne pas s'aligner avec le vrai président, ils peuvent oublier la paix, le bonheur et se préparer pour... 3 petits points. We know what's going to come after. We're not going to say it, but yeah, they can prepare for a whole lot of trouble coming their way and hell and stuff and nonsense.
Right.
Like we know what comes with following some kind of politics. It's all politics.
Exactly.
That is not even something I even talk about today. It's like so irrelevant. That's because you come and realize that there's a huge veil, a layer on top of the world to prevent you from seeing, like they give you The illusion, they give you something that they want you to believe. So politics is one of them, religion's another one. All the stuff that the world gives you is because they want you to believe it, not because it's really existing for real, like it really matters. Like we could be being implementing a new kind of government, definitely not an intrusive government, but an evoluting government with a real president. I would put PT there anytime
Oh
as
yeah.
president of the earth. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
oh yeah, before me anyway. Just because I'm not at his level first of all, and I recognize that the level of human being that he is, for sure, and he would be a great president. But people tend to follow politics because they think that's all there is. Also, they don't know that they don't know that they don't know, so they don't know nothing else but what the illusion that they've been given in front of them. And if they don't decide to dig a little bit deeper, they probably will never find out because the illusion is so thick. The veil is thin, but it's opaque. It's a thin
Yeah.
veil, but opaque. So you don't really see through the illusion until you really maybe lift that veil.
Right.
That's how I see it. Because on the other side of that veil, there is all kinds of illusion that you have given energy to, you have believed in, you have. Oh, it's crazy. When I realized just that the sun was moving in the sky was like what else I haven't noticed.
Yeah.
That's what you realize. You have missed on a lot of beauties, a lot of mysteries. Today, everything's mysterious. I'm working on erasing that stuff more and more from my own brain. It's hard. I get it. But at least I replace it with positivity, with evolution, and then eventually all the nonsense will fade away in my mind and my brain, and probably I will embrace the light fully. But I mean, maybe I'll receive more to permit me to evolve more, because I think you're not the decider of your outcome so much. Like I don't really care about the outcome of what I'm doing here. I know I'm doing the right thing, and I just keep going. Because also, if you start thinking about it too much, you will probably stop, because then you go in a lower state of vibration because you think low of yourself and stuff. So I cannot start thinking of what I'm doing here and the plate and all this, like I explained, because I will let the negative forces enter me and then probably doubt myself, which I shouldn't doubt. We shouldn't doubt our presence here. We're
Right.
here for something. So, yeah, definitely, if you attach to someone like a real captain, a president like PT can help you certainly move out your dark age.
Yeah.
So, Frank, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, I was at a mechanic shop earlier today to like get an inspection done and just some things. And so I was just looking at the P logs we were going to look at today, and I flipped to this page and I was just like,
Yeah.
really? Because, we could have started like a couple of weeks before, we could have started a couple of weeks later, and this P log would not have landed on this day had it, but magically just beep, it just happens to be today.
Synchronicity.
Yeah, the synchro is real. P was talking with this girl Julie about basically the coming events of this year and kind of the energies of 2025 and stuff like that. And she had asked a question about because I think there's been some other astrologers saying that there will be certain times in which the new American president Trump is supposed to be kind of like has some more like dangerous periods for him or something. So I think that's why she said, will there be any loss of leaders? And he said, there's no real leaders right now. There's not. There's just a bunch of, like we read that P-log a while back. There's only misleaders, that's happening right now. They're all just, puppets on the show.
In Babylon, we're talking in Babylon. It's only misleaders.
Yeah, exactly. But when there's someone who can actually point towards in all aspects things that are going to actually be increasing your consciousness, increasing your health and your well-being, increasing your connection with divine and with nature and with the elements. I mean, that is someone that is worthy of being followed, actually, like that. Like, I like that vibe. I want to get on that boat. I want to rejoice in that kind of lifestyle. That's real positive. And so, and P, if anybody has, followed any of his works for some time, and you can look on his Facebook and all his pictures from the past, and he's always having some nature responses happening around him. Rainbows, like magical skies. Yeah, look at that on the next page.
Look at his face there, okay? Do you think PT is thinking of eating popcorn and chips there? Come on, he's looking up at the sky, man, to send powerful thoughts to the universe and shit. Come on, man. But that's what I see from him. Like, I see it right there. I can almost not read his thought, but I can imagine what he's thinking about. And the guy, man, is oriented towards the cosmos and stuff. He's a big ass me. I'm amazed, and he's really an example for me also. I like the clothes he wear and stuff. Like, he's an example on many, many levels, on all levels. On all freaking levels.
Totally.
All levels.
Yes.
Never mind many levels, all levels.
All levels.
Because he come and level everything on this plane. So, yeah. No, PT, I'm very, very thankful for coming across PT on my path. But it was meant to happen. I think there was sign to that I got, because I did a trip in Mont Tremblant back then, and my wife called me my TP partner. Yeah, because of Tremblant partner, TP partners. Right there, it was PT in verse. So maybe, I don't know, it was meant to happen. But I said, you will get clues, you will get signs, but you got to read those signs. If you're all desensitized and distracted, and your brain is in darkness, you will not even see the sign. You might read the signs on the road, but even that, sometimes people have a hard time, because they speed, they do things that they shouldn't do on the road because they don't read the sign. If it tells you 50, why you go 70? Why? Yeah. There's a reason why it's 50. There is people on the street, and cars, and babies, and balloon, and animals, and cats, and dogs, and so if there's a reason to read the sign and apply them to your life. Same thing on the road. That's why we have a road out there with so many signs. Read them.
Right. Yeah, I've received many like signals from nature and from the elements, and just like little cosmic messages that seem to be speaking to me after I come across P, and kind of as I was like navigating, like, what is the world saying, what is P saying, and like, what is my experience like, like, how do I gauge, like, this knowledge versus like how I'm experiencing life for myself, and see it happening with other people too. And it's cool, because P really does hold down the vibe of like being a being with real power, because in these things about like president or people of like high stature or high status in different types of political situations, they're considered people with power, because they make decisions that affect a lot of people and a lot of things on the earth. But P is really through his teachings and through just being able to observe him through time, he really does have a different type of power that is connected with nature and is connected with, the force and the elements and everything like that. And that it all goes in like the same direction, and it makes sense. He's not doing anything that's like contradictory. He's not like saying one thing, but then living some other way. It's all like moving in like one fluent, seamless motion
and also,
in an upward direction,
Once you start feeding yourself properly, like PT does, like he has a super pristine diet, I'm sure, you become on a different vibrational state, and that will allow you maybe to be more connected with nature and to work in synergy with nature, and makes rainbow appear and stuff, and rain come, and Me, I'm pretty sure that if we all, on a collective level, really up our vibe toward love and grace and really what we're supposed to be, coherent being here on Earth, coherent human being,
Right.
it would be probably sunny all the time.
Yeah, positive, like wonderful weather, and not all these. I mean, look at the world today. What's happening all over? The Earth changes are coming in strong. Like Mama Earth is like, all right, I'm gonna shake y'all because
I'm gonna shake you all because you deserve to be shaken.
Yeah.
No,
Coming to fire and brimstone, it's all coming,
Yeah, nature takes care of nature, and that's what's happening. So, no, it's sad, of course, that people often perish in those events. Yeah, I get it, but I mean, there's a cost to ignorance also. There's a cost to ignorance, and people will find out. And I don't wish that for anyone to find out the cost, because your life could be at stake, even.
Right.
And sometimes you will die out of ignorance because you don't know what to do with your body or how to feed it properly. You haven't. There's some people that are. Some are starting to awake. Oh, I'm gonna eat more greens. I'm gonna eat more, but. Some are really, really on like French fries and poutine and pork and like cheap stuff all the time. They're full of parasites and nonsense.
Yeah.
So that affects their vibrational state also. You become a lot more enlightened when you put electricity into your body, not dead stuff. Put something electric. You want to become like a electric human being. Put electricity. Don't put dead stuff. Like the stuff we put is so dead. Like the deep fried stuff is so bad for you, even if it's in beef tallow, whatever the heck you want to eat, deep fried, it's so bad. So all that has to come to a realization that you have to ditch that nonsense. Especially here in Quebec, the French fries is rampant. Like you wouldn't believe it. Like there's casse-croûte on every corner. Sell poutine on every restaurant. They sell junk food, and you go to a restaurant here, all you get, most restaurants, is pizza, submarine, poutine, hot dog, hamburger, cheeseburger, name it. All the nonsense. And that's all the freaking restaurants.
Yeah, right. What else?
So all this has to be realized, but they don't feel ashamed to go there because everyone goes. So you go eat your stuff and you're not ashamed, and you feel good because it's comfort food and you don't have to cook for yourself too. So you go to a restaurant to rest your rent. Yeah, I'm resting my rent on YouTube. That's where I rest my rent. Go ahead, Frank. Anything else?
Yeah.
No, you're good. Okay, we can do the next one if you want, and maybe we'll finish with that then.
Yeah. I will say one other thing too, just on this, that because he makes some great points. I love how he says the election is based upon divinity and fractality within, no rigging possible. And so I kind of said something about that, just as like, a lot of the politicians or people who are posing as leaders, they'll say one thing and then they do another thing, or they'll have, election will be rigged or however it is, but you can't fake being real, like I know this is.
And as far as I'm concerned, it's called an election, not a selection. You think you select anyone there? You think it's not rigged? It's not decided eons in advance who's going to step in?
Exactly.
Like you're completely delusional if you think that you have any power in deciding who's going to lead. It's not who's going to mislead the country. It's more who's going to mislead the country. You have because you think they're leading. So in your state of mind, you think they're leaders, but they're not. They're misleaders. And that's what you do. You elect misleaders. You don't select leaders. Right. Here, we're selecting a leader today. It's PT. PT should be the president. Boom.
Yeah. P for president.
P for president. President of the earth. One big country called Earth, not all freaking nonsense lines in between us. And, my country, your country, and that's what causes war. Is me, myself, and I, mine, and then my country. I live in Canada, such a great country. You know nothing about freaking Canada. Let me tell you, it's all a bunch of Anyway, meat feeders always. I'm not gonna start because it's the same scheme everywhere. It's not because I'm in Canada, friends in US, and other. It's all the same. It's all the same Babylonian system, and
Right.
they want you to be distracted from evolution. This is the ultimate truth. And then go out and, if you want, seek the lies and deceptions. It's on you, but I don't think you should waste time with that. Even the flat earth nonsense is just distraction.
Yeah,
I will never know.
It's something to, realize that things are not the way that they tell you they are. It's just is good for just kind of getting you into that. Okay, actually, it's just a reaffirmation that all the stuff that we've learned and been conditioned with is wrong.
Like, take just my journey, for example. I uncovered this in my mind in 2014 that I was lied to. But do you see me constantly making video about flat earth and some kind of other distraction? No, I'm for upliftment, evolution, and all the good stuff that can happen into the human body, but not the distraction. And now that's, if you constantly stay in that realm, it's just distraction because you're not evolving. You're not putting the focus on you.
Yeah, where
better. You're probably making flat earth video, drinking fucking Pepsi and eating chips. So what's the evolution there? I do not get it. I'm telling you. That's why I'm starting to see very, very clear in what's happening. Like when people for 10 years, 14 years make flat earth video. Like, really? Like, what do you want to distract us from? Evolution? Yes, that's what it is. Because they're not talking about evolution. They're not talking about the stuff we're talking about here on this channel.
Truly.
That's why some people don't come here, because they look for distraction. They want to hear me talk about flat earth and all the Babylonian conspiracy and stuff. I'm not into that. Don't come here for that. I'm into truth, yes, but reality, and the reality is not distraction. So I will not distract us from our course. Definitely never. And that's why they always rejected all the big flat earthers out there. They always rejected my invitation. I invited Eric to be here many times. Always rejected my invitation. I know why today. I know why. Arc Sergeant, all this, I invited them all.
Yeah.
All rejected me. So I know why today.
Yeah.
Because I'm about evolution. I'm not about this.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
If you want to be distracted, it's not here. Sorry.
Yeah, it's clear that way.
Okay, next is I just wanted to make that clear. That's all.
Well, I was gonna think, why don't we hop on the next? We'll begin the peaceful solution with our next session.
Yes.
Today I will be going to hang out with my little buddy. I'm gonna be hanging out with a little
great
3-year-old.
No, that's fine. We just did an hour. That's what we do usually. No? Greatness, pure greatness. Frank, large up, and that's it. Greetings, everyone watching now, live or after, and stay up and in with life. Good vibration, good vibes only. Kindness. Speak with serenity and kindness. Don't speak with rage and hate and stuff. Change your mindset. Be happy for others' success. Be happy for other evolution, other people's evolving and stuff. And be happy even for the ones that are not evolving. Like, be happy for everything. Send good vibes to everyone. That's the only way we will move out of the dark. It's good vibes. Good vibration. That's why I produce music. Good vibes. And
focus on taking care of yourself, and then that love spreads out to the rest.
I don't know if you hear my dog. Do you hear her?
Yes.
Because my wife is coming back. So
now,
is freaking out. But when I come home, she never freaks out like that. I don't know why. She loves me till there's no tomorrow. I know it. But because I'm the more calm one, maybe, or the more I don't know. She's happy, but she doesn't freak like she's freaking out. Mama coming home. So large up, Frank, and that's it. I'll be back here Saturday on the Truman Show, probably. Maybe before, if something comes up, if I get another opportunity to come and speak here, definitely I will. I will maybe start late night reasoning also eventually, again alone. I'll see. I have all kinds of idea project and stuff. Maybe I'll do PT's book alone again that night. Just to reread
yeah, and
it.
as we keep going in the future, there's all sorts of things for us to explore and get into in terms of evolving and Vedic sciences and fun things that we can.
And I would like to hear PT too. I have a couple topics. I think I'm going to reach out to him about what I have been saying here on YouTube lately about a reincarnation and stuff that maybe they have because why the world doesn't change. It doesn't change. It's the same mindset, it's the same Babylonian eons, decades, centuries after centuries. It's the same.
Right.
Oh, maybe they have power to manipulate their reincarnation. They know a lot of shit we don't. Okay.
Right.
They're not eating chips on TV, so they know a lot of stuff about human psychology and the human race and everything, the whole thing. So maybe they have power. They know how to manipulate their reincarnation to just come back and keep this realm in low vibration.
It'd be interesting.
I don't know. Because I'm wondering why it hasn't changed. Why we don't change. Yes, right. Some of us change, but why the world stay in darkness? So it's interesting to, and also the start being in the stars and the start is the same word. So maybe we really come from the stars. That's where the starting point is. Who knows? Right. Anyway, I want to hear him on that. So maybe I'll reach out to him
that'd be very cool.
But he's busy now, I think, until spring. So we're going to see him back, but maybe in spring, maybe the 21st of March, something like that, because he told me
nice.
He's busy. So maybe he's in India or somewhere doing some kind of divine work. Large up, PT, if you're watching, we love you so much. We send you all the love in the world. It's all love anyway. It's nothing but love.
Yes.
And I know he's watching it sometimes. So, yeah, large up. Boom, we're up. See ya. We're up.